What up? It's your boy, Luke for Prez, back yet again with another video for you guys. Got a quick marketing gem that I wanted to share. I'm gonna show you how to find just about anyone's email that you could possibly ever hope to reach out to. This does not just apply to music producers. This is anybody looking to make connections via the miracle that is the internet. This is something that I picked up during my many years as a 9-to-5 office drone in the sales field, but it is something that I utilize to this day when trying to find A&rs or engineers or music supervisors that I want to send beats to. It's an extremely powerful technique, so use these powers for good. Do not just spam a bunch of really important people, because what you will end up doing is burning bridges before you can even build them. So, wait until your music is fire and make sure that, you don't just straight up spam people, because that's just, nobody likes that, obviously. All you need to have in order to get anyone's email address is two things. Number one, their first and last name. And number two, the URL of the company that they work for. If you have those two items, you can get just about anybody's email address. 85% of the time, works every time. So I'm gonna basically cover what my process is for this and how I apply it to my beat selling business / journey towards a future placement. So yeah, here goes. Like and subscribe. So let's say you just finished a beat, you think it's fire, and you think it would be a great fit on a commercial, or perhaps a reality TV show, or perhaps a movie, and you want to find music supervisors at production companies who are in charge of determining what music goes on those projects. One way to find the names of those people is to head on over to LinkedIn, assuming you have a LinkedIn profile, that is. If you don't, you should get one. It's free. Head on over to that search tab and simply type in music supervisor and then select people. Once you have your targeting dialed, it presents you with a list of a ton of music supervisors that you can potentially reach out to. So here's step one. Boom, you've already found their names, right? Their first and last name. Perfect. If you click on their profiles, it's going to show you exactly which companies that they work for. Once you have the company that they work for, simply head on over to Google, type in the company name, and you'll find the company's website. Boom. Now you have the second thing that's required, the company URL. Then what you want to do is head on over to mailtester.com, and I will link to this in the description below. Yes, it is a very janky looking website with all types of sketchy ads that I do not recommend clicking on, but the functionality of the site itself is sound. Once you get here and you have the first and last name of the person that you want to reach out to and the URL of the company that they work for, you can check to see, using mailtester.com, if an email address that you enter is valid. If you enter an email address and then click check address, the result will be green. It will flash green if it is a valid email address. If it flashes red, you've made a mistake and it is not accurate. Now, there's millions of combinations of email addresses. How could you possibly figure out what the email address would be? Well, let me narrow it down for y'all out there. 95% of corporate emails follow one of the four following structures. It is either first name dot last name at suchandsuch.com or first initial last name at suchandsuch.com. Or if it's a smaller company, it might just be first name at suchandsuch.com or just the full name, no dot, first name, last name at suchandsuch.com. Basically, every company follows that rubric, and one of those 4 combinations is usually accurate. I'm not going to actually like enter anybody's name into this just because I ain't trying to blow up their spot, you know what I'm saying? But that's basically how you do it. You also don't have to search LinkedIn by job title by any stretch. What you can also do is head on over to Google, and let's say you're trying to target a record company, and you know the roster of artists that are signed to this particular label, and you want to reach out to the A&rs that work there and send them some beats, right? All you have to do is go to Google and type in the name of the record label that you're looking to target, and then followed by LinkedIn. And then once you search that, it's going to take you to everyone that works at that particular company, regardless of their job title. So now what you can do is click on people and scroll down, and boom. So in this example, I use Sony Music as the example. You can see everybody who works there, their job title, how long they've been there. You can just check out everybody's profile, maybe learn a little bit more about them, and, you know, compose a non-spammy, personalized email message to send them. But same thing. So once you have their first and last name, you just Google Sony Records, and you figure out what the URL is, and as you can see, it's just SonyMusic.com. So, you know, first name dot last name at SonyMusic.com or something to that effect. You just head back on over here, use those 4 combinations until you see green, and then you know you're good to go and you can send them emails. So that's basically it. Again, this really applies to any company. You know, getting anybody's email is totally possible using this method. If this website sketches you out, you could just type in mail tester to Google, and there's like a number of various websites that accomplish the same thing. But this one like has always worked for me, so I just stick with this one personally. But again, don't just spam people. Take the time to research exactly who you're reaching out to. Have a damn good reason to do so. Make sure that the music that you're sending is on point, or that you're delivering some type of value to these people, these higher profile reach out targets, if you will, these big fish, because they're a lot harder to get a hold of and they get hit up all the time. So it's a challenge to stand out. This is really the easiest part of the entire process, finding the email. Then from there, it gets way harder, right? You're gonna have to stand out, get their attention, and try to, you know, build that relationship. This is something that I am still actively trying to do. I have 0 future placements as of now. That will hopefully change in the near future, because your boy's on the grind. But hopefully this has been an illuminating video for you guys. That's it. That's all I got. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions on how to do this. Like and subscribe, especially like. That's the name of the game with the YouTube algorithm. And with that, your boy is out. Peace.